Hang in there, little guy. You'll be back out and about in no time.
What did you find, Maddie?
Hey, Aunt Dawn. It's another mirette with radiation sickness. Hello to you too, Pancake.
Oh, poor fellow. He's the 5th one this week, too.
I don't think it's artificial either. There's no construction or manufacturing nearby. Maybe there's a nebular migration?
It's possible, I suppose, but nebular tend to finish the kill.
So what else? Supergiants? Green star?
Tell you what, you can think on it while you get your work done.
Ah, of course.
Off you go, Mariposa.
All right then. Let's see what's on the agenda for today. What's groovin', Kika?
Hi, Mari. Do you want to play together?
Sorry, I'm working right now. I'll play later, okay?
You have to. I'm gonna grow up and be a grumpy teenager one day, and you're gonna regret not playing with me when you could.
Is that so?
Uh-huh.
How's your dad's harvest going? I'm looking forward to having Lenore nectar on my pancakes again.
Me too. Dad's mad at one of the harvest machines, though. It broke in the storm last week, and won't work no matter what he does.
Does he need some new parts?
Yeah, but someone called and said they're gonna come late. He said there was a space road disturbance in the way. I think some of his workers got stuck in traffic because of it, too.
That's strange. I think I heard something about that earlier when I was driving down to the planet today. Wonder what's going on. What's this sudden talk about growing up, anyway?
Oh, Dad says I'll have my metamorphosis soon, and I need to start thinking about my future and stuff.
Oh, stars! That must be pretty exciting, huh?
I guess, but I don't know if I want to have wings yet. Do you think it'll hurt getting them? What if they come out all crumpled, or have weird colors?
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll have beautiful wings, just like your family. Besides, it won't hurt. You'll be sleeping in your cocoon the whole time.
How do you know? You never got yours.
Well, I've read a lot about it. I have some books in my van about it if you want me to get them for you.
Oh, okay.
Besides, I could still get my wings anytime, you know.
Are you sure? I heard that sometimes half-human Flutterkins never get them.
I'll go get the books. So, how are Hatira and Razarin doing today? Off saving the galaxy again?
Yeah, they're about to fight an angry owl thing. He's got a knife, and he's mad because he doesn't have self-respect, and he's lashing out at other people.
Wow. So what are they gonna do about it?
Hatira wants to kick his butt, but Razarin wants to explore his subconscious brain. First, he wants his sidekick kick his butt, though.
Huh. Maybe you should be a therapist when you grow up.
Dad says that, too.
Are you there?
Hey, Bonnie. What's shaking?
First off, in response to that hollow you sent me last night, I must say that it did give me a little bit of a chuckle. I was unaware that shrubbery could jump like that.
I know, right? I didn't even try to scare him.
Anyway, the second thing I wanted to speak to you about was regarding my schooling. I've decided to return to Floros for a master's degree. There is much to learn, and I really feel like I'm on the verge of something here with my research.
Oh, wow. That's stellar, Bonnie. So you're continuing with archaeology?
Yes, I would like to inform you about my current discovery, but I'm afraid the topic is quite sensitive. I'd rather tell you in person next time we meet. It has to do with the incident a few years ago.
Oh, I see. I understand. It's all right.
I wanted to ask if you're thinking about going back as well. You want to become a veterinarian, correct?
Yeah, well, I was thinking about it. I don't know. I think that maybe I'll stick around at Aunt Dawn's for a while.
Why is that? You seemed excited to continue your education when you graduated.
I barely graduated. That's the thing. I don't know if I'm cut out for that more academic, technical medical stuff. I'm feeling lost when it comes to what I want right now.
I understand. If you ever need a study partner, just let me know. I can prepare flashcards just like before midterms.
The flashcards did help. Thanks again for that.
Consider my study assistance a repayment for your kindness in helping my dear Daisy with her leg.
I'm never one to refuse a good trade.
Oh, dear me. Avery's home on the hooch again. Please excuse me if you hear anything excessively rude in the background. I think I'm going to call you back.
All good. See ya.
Goodbye.
Hey, Aunt Dawn. How's the little guy doing?
I wish I could say he was doing better, but he lived at least. It's good you found him when you did.
That's a relief. Are there any tour groups scheduled to come in this week?
Jasper Heights Middle School is coming this weekend. We need to make sure everything is in order by tomorrow.
Oh, Jasper Heights. I actually went there for a year before we moved to Earth. Had a lot of math-related nightmares, but it was a good school.
Math-related nightmares?
Oh, I didn't have the best grades. I made a whole lot of friends, though. We had some wild karaoke nights in my mom's music room.
Ugh, it's a wonder you and your parents never went deaf.
Any news from Mom and Dad's starship?
Radio silence from the war machine.
Aunt Dawn.
If they just decided to help maintain the grounds with me, you'd hear from them more often, don't you think?
I can't really picture either of them tending flowers. Mom's killed every potted plant she's ever tried to keep, actually.
She certainly seems to enjoy destroying all kinds of things.
That's better than us getting destroyed by monsters like the Cavum, though, right?
We'll talk about this some other time. You still have work to do.
Have you gotten any new volunteer applications recently?
I'm afraid not. The reputation of the nebular incident precedes us to a frustrating degree.
I'm sorry. I guess we're lucky the thing didn't set off a radiation beam.
It's all right, Mari. I know you were only trying to help. It's in the past now.
The giant crack in the wall begs to differ. Aunt Dawn, are you there?
Mari, is something wrong?
I'm in the green dome. Some weird bird things just burrowed in and started attacking the sheep. I got them confined before they hurt any.
What? Do you have any idea what they are?
No idea. Do you want to come down and check it out?
I'll be right over. Can you check on the other habitats for me? Start with the ice dome.
Sure thing. I'll send some pictures to Bonnie and see if she can identify them. Hey, Heather. What style are you giving him today?
The whims of my creative soul are hard to predict, Mariposa.
So how many have you actually finished?
The whims of my creative soul are hard to put a number on, Mariposa.
Have you scrubbed the flitté yet? Pancake looked a bit less shiny than usual.
Oh, right, I wanted to ask you about that. Did you float some of them in for a checkup this morning?
No? Why?
Well, I meant to take care of them all this morning, but a handful of them were missing. I wasn't sure if you were taking care of them, so I got to work on the sheep first.
That's weird. I'll take a look around and see if there are any missing from the pride. I hope none of them got hurt.
How pathetic. Let me know when you find them.
You've been to Felmuria, right? I've only been there once when I was a kid. What's it like?
Now there was a scene I dug hard. The locals really appreciated my work, you know.
Lots of free-form cafe poetry nights, I take it.
Indeed. On Felmuria, the fountain of inspiration flowed forth without end. If only such acceptance and unshackled creativity could be found here on Fletica.
Watching the animals here always helps me get inspired when I'm writing my music. Maybe that could work for you.
I don't know. They're lovely, but these creatures don't give off the kind of creative aura my work yearns for.
Maybe you can try tapping into a new aura then. Might be just what you need.
I suppose it can't hurt to try. Do you think the shrubbery gives off the vibe of being trapped upon this earthly plane, seeking retribution upon its fellows in a never-ending quest to unlock the true depth of its capability of carnage?
Methinks your vibe is rubbing off on the sheep.
A good influence, I think.
How's your poetry coming along? Making progress?
Yes and no. The words weave themselves within my head, and yet the thread always becomes entangled within itself. It is as if my pen transcribes knots of string onto the paper, rather than the tapestry.
You mean you have artist's block?
In short, yes.
Well, maybe I could hear what you have. Give you some feedback?
I don't know. I'm not quite in the mental space for critique at the moment.
Why not? I won't bite.
I distinctly remember you biting Bradley to the point of drawing blood last month.
Hey! He grabbed me from behind by my shoulder, and I thought it was a callipec about to chow down on my flesh.
I mean...
And it wasn't out of line for me to think so, because last time it was a callipec, and it was only through me giving it a good hard bite that it didn't take my arm off. Besides, Bradley's already forgiven me, and I did not mean bite literally in regards to your work.
I'll share my poetry some other time.
Bradley! You groovy?
Always and forever, Sunflower Girl.
As in groovy, or super groovy?
I don't huff pollen on the job, sweetheart.
Just checking. Have you given a listen to the single Nova Quince just released?
Oh, I'm not an EDM type of fella.
Really? Could have sworn I heard you talking to Aunt Dawn about him yesterday.
Ah, you must have misheard me. I was probably chatting about the Novak ice. New type of ice for the ice storm. Supposed to be longer lasting and puts nutrients in the waters for the glacier as it melts.
Oh, that's cool.
Thing is, well, you see, Dawn gave me the order slips for the first batch, and due to the complicated machinations of my body-soul dynamic, while my soul had ascended temporarily to a higher plane, my body had lost track of itself. The order papers extricated themselves from my fingers and were buried among the vegetation of the rescue center.
You didn't just ask Aunt Dawn to print them out again?
I happen to be on thin ice with your aunt at the moment. She doesn't normally trust me to do the supply orders.
Can't imagine why.
Listen, if you happen to see them lying around, just shoot me a line. Groovy?
Groovy. Are you and Heather talking again?
Oh, that butterfly? She's a butterfree soul, Sunflower. She don't want to be tied down to a guy like me.
What makes you think that?
Oh, our spirits don't share the same frequency. We're two different light waves from different stars, headed at light speed to different destinations. Yeah.
Frankly, Bradley, you two are a lot more alike than you think. You should talk to—
She badmouthed my poetry, man.
Ah. How exactly did you get assigned community service? Was it sniffing pollen or what?
I ain't legally required to tell you nothing.
But you were legally required to tell Aunt Dawn, right? So if I badger her enough, I'll get to hear it from her lips instead of yours. And she doesn't sugarcoat things.
Well, it'd be hard to sugarcoat anyway. Why do you want to know so bad?
So I don't have to keep my eye on you all the time.
Oh, like you wouldn't be watching me regardless.
So what then? Was it tax evasion? Forgery? arson.
Whoa, 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 no. It ain't anything like that. All right. It was sniffing pollen. Don't taint the good vibes of the convo, man.
How many community service hours have you got left anyway?
Haven't checked recently. I don't like to bring down my mojo by thinking about time in numbered, regimented segments. That's pretty limiting to the concept of the fourth dimension.
Right. So, are you planning on staying on after you're through? We'd hate to see you go, and the Fletae seem to like you.
Oh, this place has an excellent vibe. Plus, the work's a good way to keep my physical being in repetitive, melodic motion while my spiritual mind roams free from its confines. That's why I'm thinking of staying. Yeah.
Nothing to do with Aunt Dawn giving you guys free meals, of course.
The needs of my physical form unfortunately still hold sway over me. What I'm trying to say is, her petal drop porridge helps awaken my soul and drive away the specters of physical need.
That's weird. There's poetry drafts written on the backs of these, and the handwriting is way too messy to be Heather's. I found all of the missing Fletae. It looks like some of them got hurt.
Oh dear, what happened to them?
I'm not sure. Most of them look pretty scared, though. It's like they were hiding.
Hiding? From what?
Maybe those weird birds I've been running into. They seemed to be causing a real fuss.
We'll need to make sure we clear them out.
Anyway, the Fletae are all back safe and sound. You can get on scrubbing them once you're done with the sheep.
Groovy.
Hey, Heather. What style are you giving them today?
The whims of my creative soul are hard to predict, Mariposa.
So how many have you actually finished?
The whims of my creative soul are hard to put a number on.
So, how are things going with you and Bradley?
Ugh, please, that man isn't fit to be in my cosmic orbit, let alone being close enough to mingle with my aura.
Don't be like that. You two have a lot in common.
Such as?
You know, you're both linguistic, verbose, spiritually aware.
Please, his mastery of language is like that of a drowning flatte spitting up garbled water.
Whoa there. Hold off on the animal dying metaphors, please. He's not that awful. Besides, he probably thinks you're being too harsh on his poetry.
Well, what did he expect after I tried so hard to teach him? Poetry is the dialect of the soul, Muddy. The ability to interpret the universe through a lens that can be focused onto mere paper. Words have more power than you know, but then he just threw around empty prose without a care in the world. It was so half-hearted, as if the whole thing was just a joke to him.
Oh, Heather. I'm sorry.
I know that I can take my work a bit too seriously at times. I'm not unaware of that, but I was earnestly trying to share something special with him.
He probably didn't mean to disrespect it. Maybe he just didn't know how to share how he felt and wanted to lighten the mood, but went about it wrong.
I suppose you may be right.
And remember, Heather, you're a lot more than just your poetry. Even if Bradley took it lightly, it doesn't mean that he takes you lightly, you know? You should talk with him, let him know how you feel, and find out his true intentions.
I'll think about it, Muddy. Thank you.
If you ever need to talk, let me know.
Do yourself a favor, Muddy. Never fall in love, alright?
I get more than my fill of drama from the two of you, so I think I'm good.
Oh.
Found your order slips, Bradley.
Far out! Thanks, Mari.
So, are you going to tell me why you've written poetry on the backs of them?
I was hoping you wouldn't notice that. What are you doing reading other people's things?
I'm pretty supernaturally observant, thanks to not being high on pollen 24/7. You should try it sometime.
All right. Thing is, Heather and I really got off on the wrong current of energy when we first dated. I think she somehow got the idea that I didn't care about the passions she's invested the essence of her soul into. I wanted to prove to her that I took her poetry lessons to heart.
So, you're writing a poem to impress her?
I'm actually putting effort into it this time, but she's into the professional writing thing. I really can't see her liking it much. I'll probably just throw them out.
As long as she knows that you're earnest, I'm sure she'll appreciate it. You should show her.
I don't know, man.
Oh, come on. If you think she hates your guts, how much worse could it get?
Oh, you really have a way with words, huh, Sunflower? Fine. But I'd better not catch you watching me read it to her.
Come on, I wouldn't do that. Doesn't look like there are any of those birds here. Guess I'll feed the glacids and move to the next dome. It looks like the Raronox Aurora lamp isn't working. They'll get restless without it on. I'll have to take care of that, too.
Why did I think this was a good idea? Hey, get away from them! Dawn, I found more of the mystery birds in the ice dome. Any idea what these things are yet?
I haven't had time to check. They appear similar to some fauna from Felmoria, but I can't be certain. I sent Heather and Bradley to check on the lava dome, so go ahead and check on the space dome. If the birds burrow up there, that could cause serious damage.
All right, I'm on it. Bonnie, did you get my text?
Yes. You said it's some kind of bird, right? You needed me to identify it for you?
Yes, the sooner the better. Those research skills will come in handy.
Oh, of course. I'll let you know when I find anything. I'm on the case.
Thanks, Bonnie. Doesn't look like there are any in here either. The zero-G containment field probably makes it harder. Still, gotta keep my eyes open.
invaders are.
Perfect. Lay it on me.
They're called netherrags, native to Amuna Femoria. They're known for being highly aggressive and rather mean, really. They burrow up from the ground to surprise their prey.
Yeah, I've seen that. How could they have gotten on Flutica?
Girl, sorry. I wish I could tell you. Oh, also, Marty, be careful. The picture you sent me is a smaller specimen, but apparently netherrags are commanded by a leader who is much bigger than the rest.
Just how much bigger are we talking? Sorry, Bonnie. Aunt Dawn is calling.
Okay, but...
Hey, Aunt Dawn.
Maddie, I need you to go to the lava dome right now. I sent Heather and Bradley in, but neither of them are responding to my calls. I'm trying to handle the birds in the ice dome and can't check on them.
Stars, what's going on?
Likely nothing good. I'm going to notify animal control. You check on the lava dome. And Maddie, be careful. Don't put yourself in any unnecessary danger.
I won't. Promise. Maddie! Heather? Bradley? What?
We're pulled under, quick! Get us out!
Hurry! There's a giant bird!
Ah!
me, wait! Jeepers creepers. Are you guys okay? I'm a little more than dazed, but I'll manage.
The do no harm pledge doesn't apply to animal care workers, right?
I'd rather not have done that, but it was him or you guys.
Bradley's being a blockhead. Thank you, Muddy.
Yeah, that was far out.
That must have been what Bonnie was talking about. How did these things get here?
It practically spewed bad mojo. Probably best for it to no longer be clogging the pathways of creative energy in the rescue center.
Yeah, man, it's totally bogus vibes.
Well, I'm just glad you two are okay.
You should both get a checkup right away, just to be safe. And wash off all that dirt, too.
Bradley looks hardly different, though.
Well, the planet's natural gifts shall not be squandered, nor mocked.
You should return the planet's gifts to her, then.
Alas, her dirt does not come with a gift receipt.
Ugh.
Oh, thank goodness I got through. Are you all right, Maddie? What happened?
A lot. Just a minute. I'll be there in a sec.
I see. It sounds like we had a very close call.
And how?
I've notified Animal Control. They should be on their way. In the meantime, you two need to get yourselves checked into medical right away. Who knows what sort of diseases those creatures might have brought with them.
Well, this has turned into quite the tumultuous day.
You should have hightailed it out of the dome, like I told you.
I shudder at the thought of leaving you defenseless against such a beast.
Well, better for it to have a mouthful of me. As long as, you're all safe, like.
Your flattery is misspent.
But, I really mean it.
Oh.
Mariposa Connors. I thought I told you to get out at the first sign of danger.
I'm sorry.
You should have called me immediately. You could have been killed. Then what am I supposed to tell your parents?
Mom and Dad would have done exactly what I did.
Because they have experience. They have the skill to deal with situations like that, not just recklessness.
But I took care of it. Bradley and Heather could have died. You think I should have done nothing?
It's not what you did, it's how you did it. Or would you rather end up like your grandfather?
Grandpa was a brave man. He was a hero.
Leaving two girls alone without a father to fight some godforsaken war is hardly a heroic deed. You must learn to let others take care of things they can handle better.
It's because I don't have wings, right?
Is that what this is about? You haven't had your metamorphosis, so you're trying to prove yourself? I know you're not a child, Maddie.
What am I supposed to think when you let the volunteers take on all the dangerous work?
Know full well that you're capable. Just like there are some things others do better. There's plenty of things you're much more suited for. For example, am I understood?
Yes, ma'am.
I suppose I can't help the apple falling so close to the tree. I need you to follow the rules as long as you're working here. But knowing you, I can't imagine you'll be staying on this ranch forever. So, knowing how to think and take action on your own is important too. I suppose you didn't have much time to react, and you did save Bradley and Heather's lives. Your parents would be proud of you. For that, I'm sure.
Thanks, Aunt Dawn.
Now back to work with you. The critters in the lava dome still need to be taken care of. Beyond that, if you're done for the day, you can rest up in your van.
Yes, ma'am.
Marty, is everything okay?
Things are groovy, Bonnie. I had to, take out the giant netherrack, but it turned out okay.
Oh my goodness gracious! You aren't hurt?
Nothing that I can feel while on this adrenaline high, anyway.
Huh, what a relief. Anyway, I went looking through a few more articles on the creatures, and it turns out that when their leaders are out of the picture, they become less aggressive towards other animals. I guess they must be confused.
Gotcha. Thanks, Bonnie. Call you back later. Hey, Kika. Here's the book I was talking about.
Oh, thanks.
It's pretty good. I hope it helps.
I'm sorry if I made you sad with what I said. I hope you get your wings someday, Mari.
No, you shouldn't worry about me. Focus on good thoughts for when your own wings come.
I will.
Delivery!
Mom, Dad, hey! It's been a while since you last called.
Hello, Marty.
Hey there, Sunflower. We coming in okay?
I can hear you fine. Can't see your live holo, though.
We're too far out to be sending holoreel feeds. Command's also been cracking down on outside communication in general.
There's a theory going around that the monsters can detect radio signals. I think it's bull, though. Probably just an excuse to make the Greens afraid to sneak a call to their moms and leak info.
Isn't that what you're doing now?
Not as long as you don't tell your grandmother.
I was actually wanting to know if you guys have heard anything from Andrew. He hasn't responded to my messages.
He got sent to a different front. He's a greenhorn, so they might be restricting his message access.
Well, with your blood in him, I'm sure he'll prove himself quickly.
He inherited a passion for annihilating Starkillers, that's for sure.
I hope he's alright. Well, things have been going relatively well here.
Really? Tell us what you've been up to.
Don hasn't been running you ragged, I hope.
No, things are good here. Lots of work, but it's worth it to keep the animals safe and happy.
Well, have you decided whether you're going back to school yet?
Not yet. I'm not really too sure what to do. I feel like I might want to join one of those off-world animal rescue places. One of the big ones where I'll get to go off-planet all the time.
Is Floodica not doing it for you?
Oh no, I like it here. But I rarely go anywhere besides the moons. Our off-world native animals are brought to us by volunteers in animal control. Mostly lost pets or those that were smuggled in.
Well, if you do want to go back and become a vet, I'm sure you'll be able to do it.
With all those clubs you joined as a kid, I'm sure you can handle a master's degree.
Are you doing all right? I know you can't talk much about the war, but...
Well, jet lag over here. Just about had his leg torn off by a razor neck.
Recovery's going great, might I add. Barely feel the pain anymore.
Wait, what? You sure you're okay, Dad?
Yeah, I'm fine. A couple of more scars won't hurt me.
They're not sending you back to Floodica for treatment?
No can do. We're months out by this point. Only a fully charged warp gate would get us back in a timely manner. And those are restricted to everything but returning resupply ships or folks ending their tours.
We actually have clearance codes for a military warp gate near Floodica since we were scheduled to leave last month. Don't know if they've changed them, though.
In any case, there's so much stuff being shipped out here that we already have a fully staffed high-class hospital. No need to leave the front, unfortunately.
Oh, I see.
We're sorry, Sunflower. We'll find a way back home soon.
Have those things eaten any more stars?
We can't really talk about the cabin right now. Sorry, Sunflower.
No, I get it.
Marty? I have the Floodica newsfeed up and it says there's some kind of commotion over the planet.
Well, Aunt Dawn called animal control, so it's probably that.
No, it's saying the magways are all clogged up. Green Star and Supergiant mega cruisers en route. Are you seeing that, Marty?
Huh? I heard that stuff's been going down in the upper atmosphere, but I don't... What the...
What on earth was that?
Marty, are you there? Marty?